A lot of people ask me why are Malaysian durians so expensive. There are a few reasons for it. The process of growing durians are actually not easy. So for a start, durian trees are very, very sensitive trees. You regularly have to check the leaves, the bark of the tree to make sure that the durian trees are healthy. Once the fruit starts to mature, we also have to send workers up the tree to actually tie a string to the durian fruit. Is to prevent the durian from falling because durian trees are quite high. There are over 200 different types of cultivars in Malaysia. But the most common ones are breeds like your Maoshan Wang, your Jingfeng, your D24, 主角 Tekka, D13, D101. Hardest to harvest will be Maoshan Wang. Those flat seeds, right, we can't really grow a tree out of those flat seeds. Basically, we take an eye, the so-called eye of a Maoshan Wang tree, and then we graft it to healthy tree saplings. And at 90 trees, we are managed by Food Court Durian Farm. So Food Court Durian Farm is a small family-owned farm. We've been growing Maoshan Wang and D24 for decades. To this year, I think we will be in our 34th year. In Food Court Durian Farm, we have the Malaysia's oldest Maoshan Wang tree. This year, it will be 33, 34 years old already. So the fruit, this old Maoshan Wang tree can bear around 400 fruits maybe per harvest. We don't just face fungal pests. Okay, we also face real pests like civet cats. So they will bite holes through the fruit. And once they bite a hole through the fruit, right, that entire fruit has no value already. Not just us humans who like durian, there's a lot of animals who like durians too. So every year, right, every harvest, we will lose a small percentage of this harvest to pests. Okay, so one of the riskiest part about growing durians, right, is really the preparation for harvest. But at times, if the trees are too tall, those nets won't do its job as well. When the durian falls 5 meters down, right, because of its weight, it's going to easily poke a hole through the net. So in those instances, right, we will have to send a guy up to actually tie the durian fruit to the tree. Just to introduce you all to a very interesting character in our shop. His name is Ah Chiang. While preparing for the November season, right, he actually climbed up his own tree to try to tie some of his durians to the branches, and in an unfortunate accident, he fell down about 4 meters, okay, and broke his arm and leg. Took 6 months to recover. Now, one of the challenges about the durian fruit itself, right, is its relatively short shelf life. Once harvested, right, if you leave the durian out in the open for about a day or two, it turns watery. So that's the challenge for us. That is why a lot of investments and a lot of thought process has been put in place to ensure that we are able to bring durians to the world as well as the world to durians. There's a lot of foreigners who have heard about durians. Not everybody will like it, but they actually do make it a point to include into one of their bucket lists. We have received many customers from Germany, France, the USA, the Chinese, of course. Some of them spot a commercial opportunity. So they will work with us to see if we can export to China actually. So right now, the Chinese market is slowly opening up to durians on the whole. Because of the increasing demand from China and other countries, we have a factory that is set up nearby so that the fresh durians will be sent to the factory every single day to be blast frozen down to -20. And then they will be processed to different packing sizes, ready to be exported to China and other countries. besides whole durians, we also have various durian products such as the durian pulp, pre-packed durian flesh, all frozen, ready to be shipped. There are a lot of customers who ask me also this question, why do we bother to deep freeze the whole durian? When you deep freeze the whole entire durian, right, you actually lock in the flavor. For those durians that are dehas, freeze down the durians on the cooling tray first before we vacuum pack it. Because if we vacuum pack it without the durian being frozen, right, it will not have its shape. So in conclusion, why durians are so expensive, right? I will tell people this, because the growing, the tending of the trees, the harvesting, the picking and sorting of durians are very labor intensive. There are to date no machines that can really do that part for us, the sorting and the grading. Lately, because of social media, a lot of people worldwide have known about durians. That drives up demand. Supply can't keep up because to grow a Mao Shan Wang tree, it takes typically about 5 to 6 years to even get it to bear fruits. Every year we are seeing new farmers who is entering into this durian industry. We are expecting the supply to gradually increase over the years. We believe that the prices should more or less stabilize. Yeah, so everybody can still enjoy their durians once or twice a year at a rather reasonable price. So in order to serve our Singapore customers, we have a shop called 99 Trees, where durians from Food Court Durian Farm will be brought in daily in our lorry. So our durians are usually picked at 4 a.m. every single morning. The picking hours normally will be between 4 a.m. to about 7 a.m. Once these durians are picked, they will be sorted, graded, and then loaded up onto the lorry and get ready for the 8 hours journey to Singapore. Once the durians arrive, our choppers will grade them, will open up, will dehas the durians, and inspect every single seed before packing into the box. So now customers can then order their durians online so that they can avoid the queues and nowadays customers find it hassle to travel, right? Instead of coming to us, we can go to them.